What if everything you thought you knew about the Force was wrong? What if the light and dark were only shadows on the surface of something much deeper? Something alive, ancient, and terrifying? The Jedi claim to serve it. The Sith claim to master it. But what if neither side ever truly understood the Force? Tonight, we'll explore 20 forbidden secrets of the Force, theories that will make you question the very foundation of Star Wars. Theory 1. The Force has a will of its own. We've always been told that Jedi listen to the Force, while Sith bend it to their will. But what if both were wrong? What if the Force isn't a tool or a teacher, but a living intelligence? Think about it. The rise and fall of empires, the endless cycle of Sith and Jedi, the sudden birth of chosen ones. Could all of it have been planned by the Force itself? The Force may not just flow through the galaxy. The Force may be the galaxy. Every war, every prophecy, every victory and failure could be the design of something vast, ancient, and conscious. Theory 2. The Force devours souls when a Jedi dies. We're told they become one with the Force. That sounds peaceful. But what if it's not? What if the Force doesn't welcome them, but feeds on them? Imagine every fallen warrior, their memories, their emotions, their very essence, pulled into an eternal current, stripped away, and consumed to fuel the Force itself. Force ghosts might not be honored spirits returning, but the few who escape total consumption, fragments the Force couldn't digest. Theory 3. The Force has natural predators. There are places where the Force falls silent. Entire regions of space where visions vanish, Jedi feel blind, and Sith cannot draw upon power. The unknown regions, the Yuuzhan Vong's world, these are not accidents. What if these places are wounds left by ancient predators, beings so old, so alien, that they eat the Force itself? The galaxy may not be alone in its cosmic web. The Force may have enemies, predators hunting it since the dawn of time. Theory 4. The Force divides itself into avatars. Anakin Skywalker, the Chosen One, Rey, the Sithari. Over and over, the galaxy produces figures too important, too powerful to be coincidence. What if they weren't born at all? What if they were pieces of the Force given flesh? Every Chosen One could be an avatar, a living fragment of the Force sent to act out a role in its eternal play. Their victories, their downfalls, even their deaths, all scripted by the Force itself. Theory 5. The light side is not good. The Jedi see the light side as compassion, order, and peace. But ancient scrolls describe it differently. The light wasn't meant to be good, it was meant to be unchanging. Eternal stasis. The light side may not care about life or love. It may only care about stopping change, freezing the galaxy into perfect order, and crushing anything that disturbs balance. The Jedi may have unknowingly been serving not kindness, but control. Theory 6. The dark side is not evil. The Sith call it freedom. The Jedi call it corruption. But what if the dark side is simply the raw, primal energy of creation? It is chaos, yes, but chaos is fertile. Without storms, no forests regrow. Without fire, no new life sparks. The dark side may not be evil at all, but necessary. Without it, the galaxy would stagnate, frozen in the light. And that would mean the Jedi's greatest enemy is also the Force's greatest gift. Theory 7. The Force splits. Time Jedi see visions of the future, fractured, incomplete. But what if those visions aren't glimpses of one path, but all paths? Every decision, every breath, every choice splits the galaxy into countless timelines. The Force isn't showing possible futures. It's showing every future all at once, and letting its chosen champions walk the thread most likely to serve its will. Destiny then isn't written, it's chosen by the Force itself. Theory 8. The Force is a prison. The Jedi speak of the eternal cycle. Life, death, rebirth. But what if that cycle isn't a gift? What if it's a cage? Imagine every soul reborn endlessly, unable to escape, trapped inside the Force forever. You live, you die, you return, over and over. The Jedi think this is balance, but perhaps it is torment. Perhaps no one is ever truly free, not even Yoda, not even Vader. Theory 9. Force ghosts aren't what they seem. Qui-Gon, Yoda, Obi-Wan, Luke. They appear as luminous spirits to guide the living. But what if those aren't the Jedi we knew? What if they're constructs, echoes of their memories, shaped by the Force itself, wearing familiar faces to guide or manipulate the living? The voices that spoke to Luke or Rey may not have been their masters at all, but the Force, speaking through masks. Theory 10. The Force is older than the galaxy. We think the Force belongs to this galaxy, but myths suggest otherwise. Some say the Force existed before the first stars ever burned, before the first atoms formed. If true, then the Force isn't tied to Jedi or Sith. It's tied to existence itself, and that would mean this galaxy is not unique. The Force might flow through infinite galaxies, infinite universes, and Jedi and Sith are nothing more than one chapter in its eternal story. Theory 11. Force-sensitive worlds are alive. Dagobah, Mortis, Jeddah, Exegol, places where the Force itself seems to breathe. But what if they're not just locations? What if they're living beings? The storms, the caves, the temples, not environments, but organs. These worlds could be planetary-sized creatures, their surface merely skin, their energy, their life force. To walk on such a world may be to walk on the body of a god. Theory 12. The Force creates balance through war. The Jedi believe peace is balance, but history tells a different story. Every time peace rises, darkness follows. Every time the Sith dominate, the Jedi return. What if balance is not peace, but conflict? Perhaps the Force itself demands war, birthing Sith when Jedi grow too powerful, and Jedi when the Sith rise too high, to ensure no side ever wins. Eternal balance, eternal war. Theory 13. The Force remembers every death. Imagine the screams of thousands of Jedi during Order 66, the final roar of Alderaan. The cries of Sith cut down in betrayal. What if those memories never vanished? What if the Force remembers every death, every tragedy? Battlefields may not be haunted by spirits, but by the Force itself, replaying the agony it has absorbed. Every cursed world, every echo of despair, may be the Force whispering its own memories back to the living. Theory 14. The Force has an enemy. Beyond the stars, some explorers in the unknown regions reported a presence unlike anything felt before. A power untouched by the Force, a silence beyond its reach. If true, the Force may not be alone. It may have rivals. Other cosmic powers beyond this galaxy, waiting, watching, perhaps preparing for war with the Force itself. And if they arrive, Jedi and Sith alike may be powerless before them. Theory 15. The Force binds you. Forever Yoda said, "Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter." But if that's true, then no one can escape, not even in death. Your soul, your essence, your every thought may forever be trapped in the Force, recycled, reused, reborn. What the Jedi call peace may instead be chains. There is no end, only the will of the Force forever. Theory 16. The Force has chosen children. The galaxy gives us prodigies. Anakin, Grogu, Rey. Too powerful, too rare to be random. What if these children aren't born by chance? What if the Force creates them, vessels to carry out its plans? That would mean every chosen one was not destiny fulfilled, but a weapon manufactured by the Force, shaped to fight its eternal wars. Theory 17. dark energy lies beneath the Force. The Jedi see the light. The Sith embrace the dark. But what if those are only surface layers? What if beneath them lies something deeper, raw, unshaped, and terrifying? Some mystics called it the deep Force, an ocean beneath the current, infinite and alien. Perhaps the Mortis gods themselves, father, son, and daughter, were fragments of this deeper reality. If true, then even gods are only shadows of what lies beneath. Theory 18. The Force can die. We think of the Force as eternal. But there are stories of silent ages, times when visions failed, when Jedi could not touch the current, when the Force itself seemed weak. What if the Force is not immortal? What if it can flicker, weaken, even die? Imagine a galaxy where lightsabers are nothing more than plasma blades, where no visions guide destiny, where no chosen ones rise. If the Force can die, then everything we know could end with it. Theory 19. Jedi and Sith were created by the Force. We believe the Jedi chose peace and the Sith chose power. But what if neither side ever had a choice? What if the Force itself split its servants into two factions, one to preserve, one to destroy, so that balance would always be maintained? If true, then Jedi and Sith were never free. They were puppets, born to play out roles written by the Force itself. Theory 20. The final secret. The Force is alive, the greatest secret of all. The Force isn't energy. It isn't destiny. It's alive. Every war, every prophecy, every chosen one is just part of its dream. And when it finally awakens, the galaxy as we know it may end. For everything we are, everything we know, may just be cells in the body of something infinite. The Jedi said the Force was light. The Sith claimed it was power. But maybe it's something much greater. Something alive. Something watching. So tell me, what do you believe the Force really is?